Hi, welcome to another episode of That's the Thing 2 Overture. It is episode 91 and it is Wednesday, November the 27th. Get ready for your turkeys.
Yeah, it's Turkey Day. It's Turkey Day Eve.
Yep,
It's. Did we dare ever talk about Thanksgiving? Like the feelings on
probably.
Thanksgiving?
We've been doing this for a hot minute, so I would
Yeah.
imagine this has happened.
We're like, I,
Um,
I like Thanksgiving, but I kind of only like it one day a year. Like, I'm
yep.
good.
It the problem to me with Thanksgiving is then like next month you do Thanksgiving again, but better because there's also now presents.
Yeah, and I
Or
think.
worse, depending on how you feel about it.
Well, the thing about Thanksgiving is that there's always too much Thanksgiving, so you eat it multiple days in a row, which gets you sick of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I like turkey and stuffing. Turkey stuffing, gravy. Like, that's good stuff.
Yep.
But I'm not gonna. But then you're usually forced to eat it like 4 days in a row. so,
Uh,
so it's
and
like
just it
I'm
goes
done.
a little too long. I think the best part of Thanksgiving to me is turkey casserole after the fact.
Generally, I always like turkey sandwiches with some mustard on them
Yeah,
because you get like the good cooked turkey. It's like peak turkey sandwich. At least that was in the day when I could eat like sandwiches. I mean,
oh,
there's nothing wrong with the deli sliced turkey. It's fine, but there's difference.
but carved turkey.
Yeah, like you had like a real turkey. Then if you really want to be, you put some gravy on there. But yeah, we gotta talk about important things such as
There we go. This is better quality.
Hunter x Hunter Nin debate.
Yep, yep. People online are stupid. Big surprise.
Yeah.
Both. Okay, what's it say too that the English version of this chart that I pulled had worse quality than the Spanish language version of this chart
Well,
I
that's
just
just
found?
that's just how it is. That's just like we know that Latin America loves anime, loves shonen anime more than us ever will.
Yep.
Like you've seen how many taco trucks have just Gokus on there.
Uh-huh. They get it.
They get what's up.
They get what life is about.
Yeah. So anyway, we're looking about Tagashi's memo Nin because Drew did a skeet. He skeeted out where
Yep.
people were upset about Netaro's Nin.
People don't know. And so if listening, if you're unfamiliar with Netero is an enhancer, which I think is obvious. Um,
I I I didn't like it, but when I think about it, I think it makes sense.
Like, so then the real debate though is 100 type bodhisattva.
Bodavitsta. Buddha
Yeah,
stand. Stand Buddha.
front hand, backhand.
Front hand,
Is front
backhand.
hand, backhand. Is it an emission or is it a conjuration?
I think it's
Is it
con.
a? I do too. I think a non-nin user could see it if they got caught in the time has slowed down. Because I think when he came down from the mountain and he did it in the dojo,
Oh,
and
I
the
don't think
old
he was doing
man.
it then.
Well, so I don't
I
think
don't
he
think
was
that's
doing the
it.
full thing. I don't think he was doing the full thing. But remember, after he does it, and like the old dojo master starts crying, and he says Bodhisattva. Like he said, like he got a whiff of something on it, and I don't think that dojo master was a nin user. I think
See,
he was a good
he's just a
good karate
karate man.
man, but
Well, if you're a good
I
enough
don't.
karate man, it counts.
Man, a
We've learned
little,
like
but
if
it's
you
not
are
the
a good
same.
enough
It's not the
karate
same.
man, you could
It's
kind
it's
of
not the same. That's
it.
why he asked Netero to be his teacher because he was not
See,
the
I
nin
thought I
man.
thought the way that Nin worked is that like if you were like really talented, you had a little bit of it going on, and that's how you were really talented. Like you were subconsciously juicing off your
Mhm.
tin and stuff. Like if you're like, man, that guy's like really good at something. It's like that's because they're like They're like a proto nin
Oh yeah,
user.
like yeah. That's yes, yeah. We learned that with like the art hunting in
Yeah,
New York City.
yeah.
Sorry, York New
York
City.
New City, completely different. But yeah, that's what I always assumed. It was like if it's like why is Michael Jordan so good at basketball? And the answer is he's juicing some nid.
But but it's also we know like because Komugi is not a nin user until she starts playing Meruem.
Yeah, she's pushed to it.
Yeah. So even if you're just really good at it, even if you're the world's best at something, that does not mean you're a nin
But
user.
I think that means you're like at the peak. You're at like the what I'm gonna say like the you're on the line. You could
Yeah, you're
step
at the
over that
cusp of it.
line. That's what I'm trying to get at. Is like you're really close to just you could just hop over that line way more than like someone like you're not gonna have to get the thing where they supercharge your pores and say maybe this will work. You don't
But
get that.
but so that leaves the question of if you're at that line, would you still be able to see Nin versus seeing a conjured item?
I think you'd be able to sniff it. I think you'd be able
So
to sniff it out.
that's
You'd
the
be able to think
question.
like you get like that kind of hazy glimpse, like out of the half out of your eyes. You'd be able to be like, "What's that? What's going on
So I
there?"
don't know. I don't I That's what I don't know. But I stand by. I think Netero is an enhancer and his best technique is on the complete opposite side of the hexagon.
Hi Nolan, we are talking about Nin, as you know. I don't know
As
if
we
you,
do.
as we do. See, because like first I want to give my assessment where like I didn't like that Netero was enhancement and that his final technique was conjuration, but then I was thinking about it and I kind of like it if Netero was going in there with the plan to die. Like if he's going in there to die and he goes, "All right, I'm gonna just juice it all at once." And I'm gonna do like the play. To me, the plan to kill Miriam was always the bomb. It was
Uh,
that's not the backup.
I don't think so. I
Oh,
think
I
that
think it
was the
was
backup.
always the
I think
bomb.
because Netero's plan was always finally someone I can hit the zero hand on. And I think he is a prideful man. And I think there was the core of him said, this is going to kill Miriam. I do not need this bomb. The bomb is there just in case
Yeah,
other things go wrong.
he's like, just in case I lose.
No,
Yeah.
I
Like, I
probably
don't know.
by that
Maybe,
it's not. I didn't lose. It's you didn't win.
yeah. It is the argument of maybe they don't successfully separate the royal ants from Meruem for long enough. Maybe something else gets involved, and I have to hit the switch.
See, because to me,
But
I always
zero
feel like
hand,
Netero would have known about. We can always like. There is. I think if you're talented of Nin, you understand that you always have the okay restriction and pledge. I'm invincible until I kill this man, and then I die. Like you got that. You got that ace in the hole. You got
I
like
get what you're saying, but I think there's a difference between knowing that you can do that and being able to like play that card in the moment.
so like you think because Kurapika was lamenting. He's like, I just want the Nin power that makes me invincible, and then I kill the spiders. That would solve all my
Yep.
problems. Just
But
that.
because otherwise Netero would have just done that. Like if he could just do that, he would have just done that. But instead, he had to have a bomb put in his chest.
See, because I always feel like due to straightforward, his plan was like, I'm gonna blow him up, and I'm old.
I think it took like a certain level of conviction to do it.
Because like again, if his plan was just to I'm just gonna blow him up, then why wouldn't his plan have just been, well, I'm just gonna make a nin pledge and I just die after the fight? Because the bomb is just easier and guaranteed. The like actually having the conviction to do the nin pledge, you have to be someone like Gon who is simplistic and like does not fully understand the ramifications of your actions.
Or you have to have the Kurapika level of total hate,
Uh-huh.
which Netero does not have hate towards Miriam. He doesn't.
Nope.
He's like, nah, he's cool. It could also be, if you want to look at it another way, that Netero is so confident in himself that he makes his Nid power like harder on purpose as a challenge. Like
Could be.
I'm gonna conjure. Like, listen, I'm gonna beat you with conjure. This I'm not even good at this. This is like me playing on like the Mad Catz like Fisher Price controller.
I look at it more of it's like the natural evolution of what happened when he went crazy and like decided I have to say 1,000 prayers every day, and I think it just naturally grew out of that. Cause like it's such a restriction that it just opens the gate to like, oh yeah, this is only 40% effective, but it's like 40% of 10 million or whatever if we pick an arbitrarily large number.
That's fine.
So I think it's just the natural thing of, well, I'm saying thank you. What am I saying thank you to? Kung Fu. How is that like? What is that represented in the real world? And it is the 100 armed front hand, backhand.
Yeah, I think also, so like that was a lot of my thoughts about that. I also, it makes me wonder, like, is Hisoka's personality chart correct?
No, it's not, and he even says it's not.
I don't care. I love it. I love the
He
personality
even says
chart.
like he even says like any other personality test, it's completely wrong. Like
I believe it. I believe
You're
Hisoka.
you're the guy believing the scouter power levels are important.
Yeah, no, I believe the personality chart. It's
Believing
not the
the
power
guy who's-
level. I just love the personality chart. I think it's
Sorry,
like, nah,
Kevin,
that makes sense.
Can you tell me again what are transmuters like?
Oh, they're sneaky and manipulative.
They're
Not manipulative, but
fickle and
they're fickle by nature or whatever.
they're fickle and liars.
Yeah, 'cause that's the.
You're believing the fickle liar.
So what you're saying is that it's silly for me to believe the objectively clown magician, as if the stage magician would try to distract me in any way.
Exactly.
That he's not honest. He's cool though.
Yeah, he's really cool.
He's cool though.
He's cool in certain ways.
Oh, I
That's
think
for sure.
Hisoka's incredible. I think he is a better Akuma. I think Hisoka is like the next level. Like, Akuma's kind of cool, but I think Hisoka is super cool because that's like what the Akuma is supposed to be like. He is trying to fight you, and he is getting off on it because that's why he's doing it. That makes way more sense. More sense.
Other than that, I don't think there are really any surprises on this list. People online I keep saying they're just stupid, where they're like, I don't understand how blah 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 is such and such.
Well, okay, I'll say that some of them caught me, but then again, I haven't like read Hunter x Hunter or watched it in a while. So there's stuff like I thought Miriam was specialist. I thought he was like, because I forgot what his power actually was. I thought he like 8 powers, and then he got him.
So that's, I will agree that that's a little weird, but then I think about when he did his and it just shot out particles and scanned everything, and then it was so good when he did it the second time. He's like, oh, these footprints are new. Oh, there's heat signatures left over. Oh, there's blah blah blah. I think he's like Kurapika. I think he has a specialist ability that is also ingesting other people.
But then that's also just a Chimera Ant thing.
Yes.
That might not even be Nin. It's just I ate you, now I can figure it out.
I feel like that's the perfect evolution of Chimera Ant Nin is.
Yeah, he is.
Let's use our ability to like evolve, but like with Nin 100 times faster.
Yeah, if I eat you, then I figured out what you did because I ate your brain. I got your memories.
And now it's going to double my power, and now I'm using it.
Now I could just do it.
Yeah.
I got such big reserves, it doesn't matter.
And now I can do it better than you could ever do it.
Yeah. So what? It cost me like double the stamina to keep this going. I'm just doing it.
Yeah, I have unlimited name.
Yeah,
It does not matter.
You can't stop me. Only one who could stop me is a little girl who plays Gogi really good.
Yep, the only person I never beat.
I can't figure. I hate it.
Meruem's the worst guy ever for the no, but one more. But just one more.
Come on, no,
That's his whole.
I'll beat you this time.
That's his
Go another
whole
round.
thing. His whole thing is he has to beat everyone at everything.
Well, not even.
Hit the
'Cause, like,
rematch
I
button. Hit
forgot,
the rematch button.
I forgot he says this, but that was just a time killer until the selection process.
Oh, I thought,
Like,
I thought his whole thing was I'm going to surpass humanity at all things. Like this is one of my ignorance or
He
like
just
half
didn't want to be
remembered thoughts.
bored.
Where he's like, all right, I'm gonna fly in chess master. I'm the best at chess. All right, time for like every
Nope.
menial thing. That was one of my scrapped
because
comics.
that's the like you're thinking about him as like as if he has any respect for humanity at all when he does not. He's just like, I'm bored, I need something to do.
See, because like one of my scrapped comics, I don't know, maybe I drew it, was like two little girls and they're playing like it goes G to like Tabitha, you're the greatest at hopscotch, and then Miriam just walks up and he's like, let's find out. Let's just
see.
find out. You think you're the best at playing house? I'm gonna show you. This plot line will make you weep, and then I'll just crush you with my cell tail.
Bring me the best Street Fighter 3 player.
Yeah, you do
Oh
it.
no, not mom!
Bring me the
It
best.
will be.
Bring me the best MVC2 player.
Bring me the Wazzler. Bring me the Wazzler.
I must beat you on every system.
That's one of those things where it's like you think about it, of literally counting the frames. He could just his visual acuity is such that, oh, okay, there's the startup frames. Okay, now it's active, and now I just do a DP and it doesn't matter. Like, this game's not hard. You just literally DP through everything.
Yeah, you just instantly react to the shifting of the frames. Why is this even a game? It's not like Gogi.
Yeah.
Gogi, you gotta think.
Yeah.
Miriam ain't pulling a tendon in his thumb.
Nope, he's not.
No, he ain't doing that. Yeah, but I don't know any of the other guys on here that I'm like, nah.
I'll be the best at Magic the Gathering.
Yeah. I didn't think that Biscuit was a transmuter. I thought she was like an enhancer.
Yeah.
I thought she was a conjurer because of her lady.
Her buff form or her.
Oh,
but
yeah,
I guess that makes sense
true,
if technically her younger form is the illusion.
No, because it's not that. It's the, remember, she has the like nurse lady she summons.
Oh,
Who gives you like
yeah.
a full massage thing. Yeah.
It leaves you feeling younger.
And since
Right.
she's a transmuter, that means she's like able to use conjuring abilities pretty good.
Yeah, and she can hide
And
her own
enhance her
stuff.
ability.
That's a fickle thing. Okay.
Yeah.
I buy it.
Because that's what my nin power is.
Just a sexy nurse that massages you.
Yep, who wouldn't want that as
I mean,
their
that's a
nin
pretty
power?
good nin power. I forgot. I thought of some nin powers.
Marilyn Monroe bot.
Yeah. Currently, I'm on the kick of I like a power similar to, I guess, Blue Lantern from Green Lantern, where I just juice someone else up to like, like, you do it. Big old man, like, nah, you just do it. Here, I give you a buff. Figure it out.
Like, what's her face in Jujutsu Kaisen?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She does a little dance.
Yeah. Just here, you do it. I like that. I think that's fun. I've always liked. What else?
Oh, I like the idea of, for Hunter x Hunter specifically, like a blacksmith who can like taste someone's nin and then make a weapon for them.
Oh, that's good.
Oh,
That's a good one. I still am just a big fan of your Uvolgin. I'm just gonna make myself really tough.
Yep, I just punch really hard.
That's a good power. It's a good. It'll get you if you could punch really. If you're really strong, you can get
Same. I
by.
like, and Finks too, where it's like, yeah, I just wind up the arm. I just get
Yeah.
ready for the punch, and then he's bad at calculating it. I
Yeah.
love it.
But it's just
It's like, I think 5 will do, and just blow someone's head off. Like,
eh,
Yeah.
should have
Oh,
done
wow.
3.
there's always.
I love the ants. I love the
I know.
spiders.
Nah, they're
Spiders.
great.
Spiders are so great.
I like how chill they are. Like
Yeah.
they are
This-
evil. Do not
the
get me
current-
wrong.
They're working with some of the mafias on the ship, and the point of contact, he's like, "What is wrong with you people?" It's like, yeah, you just set up like you're hiring subcontractors, and then during the interview, you just murder them instead. And then since you're working in the sanitation department, you just get rid of the bodies that way.
Duh.
And it's casually come up with yeah, that's what I do. What's wrong with you people?
You're
It's-
like, oh yeah, these guys are psychos. I keep forgetting. They're not just dumb goobers.
They're psychopaths, but like they're like outwardly a psychopath, but inwardly like a healthy, charming family.
Yeah.
And it's a really interesting mix. It's like, nah, they're just they're just goofing around and they love each other. But they'll just kill anyone else. You're just like animal. You're like below an animal.
Yeah, you've considered them as garbage, so therefore the whole world must be garbage.
But we're not garbage.
I don't know. Currently, they're supposed to be dealing with the third mafia unit, which we have learned is actually just has the goal currently of destroying all humanity.
I love the third mafia group so far.
I do too. And so
Just
I think
last
it's going to
couple
be a
chapters have been great.
problem when they meet them. And it's like, oh, you think humanity's just trash and you should kill all of humanity? That's not a bad idea.
Oh, well, remember their first interaction with the third mafia group was like, oh shit, you guys are the spiders? Alright, fucking cool, hold on.
Yeah. I love it. I love all the crime guys are like, hold up. I need to ask them for an autograph. How do I get proper quality autograph paper so I can ask respectfully for their autograph?
Hey, yo, you the spiders? Yeah, okay, word. What can I do for you? What can I help you with?
How many members of
You
the
guys are the
spiders
coolest.
are just Zoldyaks right now?
Just one.
Still one.
Just one.
I like the idea if it's like some kind of CIA, it's like 4 of them.
No, there's
There's
the
more
youngest,
Zoldyck
oh, not the youngest
to
one, the second
spider.
youngest one.
Yeah,
Is a
because
spider.
Illumi's not a member. It's just the paper manipulator who was like, "Oh, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be so cool," and they're gonna be like, "Wow, she's so strong," and then she ain't shit.
She's like she's like C
She fucking
minus.
saw Pain Packer and was like, oh, I can't just stop them. Holy shit.
She got humbled. She thought
Well-
she was really good, and I can't blame her. She's pretty strong.
If I saw Pain Packer,
Yeah.
I'd be like, yeah, I can't really beat these guys
no,
right now.
like
Yep,
I'm
turns out.
better than my brother's stupid mosquito bomb.
Yeah.
Like he sucks. I'm pretty good. I got Nin, which automatically puts me in like the top percentile. I didn't think Mickey actually had Nin powers. I'm gonna be real.
Oh, I don't think he does. I think that's where he's at.
Oh,
if
that's
he
just his
developed
type?
them. Yeah, but I don't think he does.
Is this Nin power just the mosquito bomb?
No, that's computers and expenses.
Yeah, he
No,
would
yeah.
definitely have something like that.
Oh, he'd do the mosquito bomb.
He'd have something that would like.
No, he
incorporate
would
money.
summon a mosquito and put that bomb
God,
on
no,
it.
y'all,
do
you
it.
really no. He'd have the sexy nurse that gives him a massage.
Okay.
Oh yeah, okay.
No, you're right.
That's how we know he doesn't have Nin, because he can't just summon his waifu.
Oh, he'd do it. Would it also like look vaguely like his mom, like uncomfortably so?
Yes.
He'd be like, no, I don't see it. I don't see it. What are you talking about? So what? She has her Cyclops Zaku eye.
No.
That's just
see,
cool.
this one has 2 eyeball Zaku eyes.
Yeah,
not
see?
one.
Yeah,
like
No, not
one.
one. It's completely different.
This one
As
has
you-
the Leo TV screen monitor face. Totally different.
Listen,
No, see, this is character color 2. All right, so it's a little different. than
Mom's
my
eye doesn't go side to side, but my Nin's power does.
Yeah,
It's
totally different.
completely different. Shut up. Shut up.
I do love that. Hopefully, we're going to get a lot more. There's going to be a lot more Nin popping up, especially with the princes
Yeah, God.
and their powers.
Okay.
I am behind on Hunter x
Sorry.
Hunter, but it doesn't
I
matter.
will.
You just talk about it.
Yeah.
It's
I will
fine.
say I am disappointed in the Togashi memo because I did like the idea that all the white hair Zoldikes are transmuters and all the dark hair are manipulators. Because I thought it
Yeah.
was stupid with the online argument that old dirty bastard was a transmuter who gave his nin the property of dragon.
That's dumb. That's really stupid.
But I thought it was so cool. Like, it makes no sense as soon as you think about it a little, but it's so sick to be like, oh, he gave his nin the property of dragon. Hell yeah.
So I always liked.
Why wouldn't you do that?
I always liked it that Kahlua was like the black sheep of the family, which is why he was transmuter, and the other ones were either like emission or manipulator. And he's like to show that Kahlua is like he's the quote unquote runt / reject of the family. It's like, oh, you're over there. That's why you don't get along. Side. You're literally on the other side of the chart. We're not talking about special sister. She's down. That's special. You down.
Yeah,
there.
Luca is different.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Different. You're different.
We don't talk about something.
I like specials because there's not many of them. There's not like
they even.
It's so tempting.
Chapter talked about it.
It's so tempting just to make everyone special, like just make it. But it's like nah.
It's the recent chapter talked about like. I think specialists have like a rate of like 1% or something. Well, 1 in 3,000 in like people are specialists.
And you also
it is
like is it King Crimson a specialist?
I think I don't know.
That seems like a specialist thing.
Stands are weird.
No. I mean the prince. I'm just calling him King Crimson because that's what he does.
Yeah. Sorry. Yes. Prince Crimson. King Crimson's my father.
Okay. So Prince Crimson. That's
Theory.
Yeah. Like that's specialist.
Yeah, he's a specialist.
That's like
he's a specialist.
That's like okay. Here's this. To me, specialist is like we are not playing the same. Like the other ones are we're playing the game, and specialist is we're no longer playing the game.
Yeah, you're playing my game.
Like, I walk up the top 8, I put down the Jenga tower, and I'm saying, this is what we're doing now. And you're like, no, it's not. He's like, yes, it is. We're playing Jenga. You thought we were playing Street Fighter? No, get that out of here. And the judges are like, you're playing Jenga. You're doing it.
Yeah, that's where it was. They're like, oh, fuck, he's like a really bad specialist.
Yeah, it's like, what the hell's wrong with... This is not water. This is...
It was just like raw sewage just starts. Yeah. It's like that's a bad one.
So which we go down the whole. This guy shouldn't learn Nin ever.
Yeah, it's like I need to kill him. I need to halt his progress and kill him.
But he already knew. I'm just gonna trick him into the sets, and I'm gonna stab him. And he goes, "I saw you doing that when I was."
I don't know how they're going to deal with him because he has this on top of a Nin Beast. And I can't see a way through this.
Odds have not been so stacked since Stardust Crusaders Dio.
Yes.
It's like, great, you have to get around the world and then a vampire.
Yeah, he is the one that's like the nightmare horsewoman that like slits its neck towards you and says, "Don't lie," right?
Yeah, it's like that's strike one. It's like what?
That like famously was the Nin Beast that gave me a nightmare. I had a nightmare where that thing was in it, and I did not like it.
Like Togashi, I don't know if Togashi is good or bad at creature design because it looks like he just throws shit together, and sometimes he's very good at making it grotesque. He's like, oh, let's just do this, and it's kind of dumb, but I'm just gonna render it out really well, so it's like, ew.
I'm gonna
This is
say good. If it gives me if the intent was if I
Yes.
had a nightmare about it, then it's good.
It is effective.
Then it worked. You did your thing. You did your job. Also, there's no stupid there's no stupid nin creep, or I haven't seen any stupid designs in Hunter x Hunter. Or maybe I can't remember. This is also like I thought I still believe that all like the Chimera Ant designs are fantastic because they are a little silly, which makes them far more threatening.
I will agree with that.
Like you wouldn't think Rabot.
Oh yeah, no. The second you see Peggy, you're like, oh, we're just being silly. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Then Peggy's like reading a book, and it's like, oh, that's not good.
They're all not disgusting monsters. All right, awesome.
These humans do something called war. Man, they don't even know.
Yeah, this is fascinating. Yo, that octopus dude is great. He's a hero.
Oh, Ikalgo?
Yeah.
He's a cool dude.
Just do that sniper shot. I guess palm enhancement works.
Yeah, like they even say she's an enhancer.
Yeah.
Because remember, when she's drinking the coffee and she starts getting agitated. She's just also a specialist.
Yeah, well, it's loosey goosey. There's always a bit of loosey goosey to it.
That's what I like about the system is it's not rock solid. It's defined enough that the mush is there.
Yeah, it lets you not be like the one note guy. But it also, if you are the one note guy, that's also super. It's like you can simultaneously be garbage, not the one note guy, but then be like, yo, the one note guy though.
Yeah. All I can do is summon this Buddha statue.
All I can do is if I whatever I'm holding in one hand, I can replicate in the other. That's all I do. And I'm like,
I just make
that's tough.
I just give my aura the property of rubber and gum.
Exactly. How could you possibly beat that? And then I put that texture surprise over it.
Yeah.
That's like my super pet. That's like level 1 bungee gum is properties of rubber and gum, and level 2 is I can make it look like something else.
And even within that, I think they said something about like Maki only thinks Hisoka can use texture surprise on paper. She doesn't know that he can apply it to anything.
Yeah, he just like that's how he just like isn't Hisoka at this moment like half of him is just bungee gum? Like he's rolled.
I think it's a couple fingers and like his left foot
and his nose.
Yes,
his nose got blown up.
Because like to me that makes me think of what's his face in Rurouni Kenshin with the like cut off nose, no eyelids.
Oh yeah,
brushed cheekbone.
Fireman.
So it's like, so it's like, so now he can just like use bungee gum and texture surprise to look like anyone. Great. He's now a literal Joker in the deck.
There's gonna be some moment where someone's gonna get like right up in his face and be like, I got you, and then like his nose just like pokes him like straight through the brain or something, because it's like, yeah, I was dead the entire time, idiot. Just gonna be like
so dumb.
Slam. Or just sleight of hand. I'm waiting for that too. But you're so looking for like the Nin for what he's doing with Nin, where he's just like, I'm also a stage magician.
Yep.
I got you looking to the left. You're so involved in the fight when I said, oh crap, look over there. That stupid fight in Ippo.
The frog punch?
The frog punch where he just kept looking to the left and he goes, I know he's faking it, but my brain does it subconsciously. Because I'm so locked in, I can't stop it. Love it. It's so dumb. I love big fan.
Just don't look down and you will never defeat it.
Also like Chainsaw Man. Dingy's plan is great. I didn't think of that. It's so obvious though.
he's just running until he throws up.
No. Oh, have you not read the new
No,
part?
you haven't
No, I haven't read
Okay, I'm not gonna
chapter.
ruin, but his plan is like super solid. It's super.
I always forget about Tuesdays.
Yeah, yeah, but like it's one of those things where it's like it's very dumb. Last week's was just he talking about like, haha, you can't take away my families if I just keep getting new ones, idiot. So you have to give me a new family to make me sad.
Oh yeah.
That was last week's.
Last week's. Yeah.
Yeah, but this week where he like, nah, his plan to get out of the thing makes complete sense. Cause old demon effed up. Or maybe didn't old demon F up. Okay, so old demon did not F up, it's just Chainsaw Man is such a specific thing that it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Old demons trapping you in like the Canadian winterness for 2,000 years until you become a tree is very strong. And against 99% of people, I would say 99 point almost anything is going to work. Because there is no escape from it. That's the whole point. There's no escape. You can't get out. It's just this very Denji's particulars allow him to get out. Which is cool.
Denji's brain just doesn't work like other people.
It's like Fry on Futurama. His superior yet inferior brain.
It literally is. The demons can't like understand it.
So that's how you're gonna beat Prince Crimson. You gotta go around him like stupid.
Go get stupid with it, though.
You can't go smart to beat him. You have to go dumb, like really dumb. Like you gotta come out here with him with like a knife, and you're just kind of jabbing him, and he's like, they can't just be trying to stab me with a knife. And he's doing all his nid plans, and you just stab him with a knife. That's it. That's how you beat him. You play him in like some kind of trap where it's like, here's the game. The game is like, drink a lot of water and then don't pee. And then you die because of like urinary problems. Gotcha again.
You must have poisoned the sandwich. Nah. There's just a bomb in it.
Nah, but you were allergic to it and I didn't know because I'm stupid. There was no maliciousness here, just stupid. Your beast did not activate because I wasn't lying. I just didn't know you were allergic to peanuts. That's it. Or like shellfish or something. That's all I got you. You were dead before I came in the room. Anyway.
I'm so glad that Hunter's back. But yeah.
What are other stuff?
So good. So dumb.
The One Piece is on the break now, so I'm like, that's fine.
It'll be back. Is it this week? I think, or is it next? I think it's next week.
I'm cool. Take all the time you need. All right, I'm not in a rush.
Yeah, Hunter's back, so that's what's scratching the itch.
Exactly.
I need to check up on Dan to Dan. That's the one I keep forgetting.
So yeah, it's still.
It's okay.
It's good. It's good.
It's okay. It's an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, solid 8 out of 10.
It's 8 out of 10.
Exactly.
Have you finished Arcane League of Legends, Nolan?
No, I still haven't finished it all the way.
All right. Well, what episodes are you at?
I'm still at the final episode of season 1.
Okay.
I wasn't able to watch it this week.
Okay, no, that's fine. I'm just saying, I'll give my minor spoiler review, which is like...
No, I've seen some stuff from season 2.
Like, this isn't like major spoilers, but it's stuff where I'm like, oh, character shows. Like, if you're real... But it's like, no. Like, I would give... So, I would give the entire show, like, 8 out of 10. At least the second half. I think they rushed through some stuff. Similar to what I said last time, there are episodes that should have been given and a whole at least episode that were like a flashback. I'm like, that's not enough time. I want to see the episode where Vi becomes the drunken boxer Joe Yabuki. Just misery. But like, it was a music video and it happened. I'm like, nah, could have gone more. Singed cannot stop winning. He wins the, like, Everyone else loses at some point, but Singe never does, which is good. Love to see it. People do not know where so they have already confirmed that like the next they're doing like three other shows, and they're going to be in Demacia, Noxus, and Ionia, which makes complete sense because that's your other plot lines. You got the Wizard Rebellion in Demacia.
That's the other cities.
Oh yeah, the Demacia has your. It's suspiciously all three of them have pairs of siblings at the core of it. So like, we had our sisters arc, which is Vi and Jinx. Noxus, we got the brothers of Darius and Draven. Ionia, we got the brothers of Yasuo and Yone. And Demacia, you have the brother sister of Garen and Lux. So you could do either one of those, any of those. They'd be fine. I would love to see Noxian court drama, like your King's Landing drama set there, but I think that is so specific. Like that is poison to like both the people that like Arcane and the people that like prestige TV. Where I'm like, that would never work, but I would be way into it. I'm like, oh, look at the machinations. And they're like, why would I watch machinations of League of Legends characters? Why would I care about the Imperial Court? It's like, but like some of them are demons and wizards. It's cool. Raum showed up, the crow demon. It was him all along. So, like in in Arcane, there's like a crow that keeps showing up at like pivotal moments. And it turns out that crow is like a demon of secrets or whatever. That Swain will also use in the future. Because it's his crow.
Has the crow been manipulating stuff behind the scenes?
No, it's just been watching. It just knows. Like that's the
Oh, okay. It's been keeping tabs. Okay.
So yeah, like that's his demon power is just to keep. That's why he's like one of the presidents of Noxus, just because he knows he can like spy on everyone. That's what he made his demonic pact to do, is so he could just look and see like what's going on over there. I could send a crow and it can look and tell you what's up, which means of the two crow, because League of Legends has two crow themed characters. It was either Fiddlesticks or Swain. It turns out it was Swain. I thought it was Fiddle, but I guess I was wrong.
I'm sorry. Are they just like fighting over who controls the crows?
No. Because or
is it like a mutual understanding? Like, hey, don't mess with my crows. I don't mess with you.
No, basically. So Raum is like a crow themed kind of demon, and Fiddlesticks is more of a primal embodiment of fear, and he just kind of goes whatever. He's also the strongest demon, so the other ones just give him. So like if he's crowing it up, the other one is just like, nah, I'm out. Also, Fiddlesticks changes depending on where he is. He's not always crows. So what they did is all of his skins are like what the region thinks he is, which is kind of cool. So like one of them, he's like a drowned pirate skeleton that comes up from this, and that's in like in the pirate zone. And like in like the desert, he's like an ancient mummy that's covered in bugs. So it's just whatever's spooky.
Oh man, he's just out there making deals.
Yeah. And they're all Fiddlesticks. They're all the same one. Basically, if you got like if you were like afraid of Taily Poe, he'd show up as that. He's one of those kind of things. I know a lot about League of Legends lore. I know too much about League of Legends lore.
I just don't know. Something about League of Legends just turns me off of it. And I don't know. It's probably the game as a concept,
it is the game.
But even Arcane, I hear how good it is, and I like animation, and I'm just like, no, I don't want to watch this.
No, you gotta be in there. Like it's like overall,
Arcane is really good.
Arcane is good.
I gotta say, I don't think so, because I have normies telling me to watch Arcane, and I'm like, okay, that's cute that you think I don't know about Arcane.
Well, I'll say it's good until there's a music video, and then it's like,
Yeah, I don't
All
like the
right, time
music
to
video. I
fast
think the
forward.
music videos are a bit much, but that's just how they do. It's one of those things where it's like I cannot be objective with League of Legends because I played it for I have been and continue to be so invested in it that I cannot divorce myself. It's one of these things where like you can't be like, "Oh, this sucks." And I hate it, but I've played like 200 hours of Warwick. So I'm going to be like, "Yeah, it's that guy. I love him. It's my werewolf guy." Even though I'm like, "No. It's in there. It's in there and it will not leave. I love Fiddlesticks. He's so cool. I played him a lot." But I can't say that like nah you could. It
Oh,
didn't work on
uh,
also like oh you go you.
no. I want to ask you, as a League of Legends player, how do you feel about like? I think we talked about this a bit yesterday. Was how do you feel about them just like swapping out all the current League of Legends character designs for the arcane ones?
It's good because a lot of those were designed. So League of Legends has an issue that few games have an issue where there are models in because it's actually so old that there are like designs that have had to be like retconned and rejuiced like 2 to 3 times. It's like old Victor looks stupid. So like Victor gets a new design. He gets a and it's very good. I like Arcane Victor. I think Arcane Victor is great. But like
Hmm.
old Victor was like Robot Wizard from like 20 like when did Victor come out? Cuz it's old. Like
I remember seeing like that old Jinx and like, oh, okay, yeah, that is
yeah, like
an
old
update.
Jinx is not good. I'm trying to figure oh good lord, it's hard to find.
Oh, yeah, there's a few like dog
Where
shit designs. There's a few good ones, but there's a few
yeah, like
suck ass ones as well.
well, it's okay, his release date was like 2011. So
Oh,
like we
okay.
have like 13-year-old character of a MOBA and he looks it. And there's a lot where like like old Vi is not very good. She's like Steam like or I think that one of the blatant ones is like if you look at old Caitlyn, who's like steampunk top hat sexy lady, and you're like that was very specific like late aughts when steampunk was remember when steampunk was really everywhere?
God, you don't remind me.
Remember that
2000,
when people were wearing like bowler
2013,
hats and crap?
2014, I think.
Not and you're like, ugh. And
When
then
did Steam Powered Giraffe get like really popular?
I don't remember.
I think it was then.
And everyone's like, yo, steampunk though. Remember steampunk? And you're like, like, cause that's all Piltover was. It was just steampunk. And everyone's like, yo, steampunk. And then they eventually like, all right, let's change it. And then let's change it again. Some of the League of Legends
Yeah,
lore
yeah,
people
keep
were
changing it.
upset, but it's pretty good. We don't like what else? I watched Bad Boys Ride or Die, aka Bad Boys 4.
Hell yeah.
It was all right. I put it kind of on the same level of Beverly Hills Cop 4, where like I'm kind of okay with this, but they should not make another one, even though they said they're gonna make another one. I'm like, no,
Yeah, they're never stopping these now.
no,
No.
they should stop. You get
It's the new train.
I would say you get one. Our action heroes are old now, and that's the plot of the movie. I will give you one of those. You get one.
I, I think
But you
okay, I
can
see
pass
what you're
the wall.
saying, but I think the Expendables were just like more compact and like, okay, let's get this out of the way. They're all old now. What are they doing since they're old?
Okay, so I'm saying like per franchise you get one, and then you gotta do something else.
No, I think pack them in. I do not need one of each of these legacy franchises.
Oh, I don't like it. Oh,
We could have had Will Smith could have led a like Expendables 2 instead of the Expendables 2 we got.
Expendables 2 was terrible.
Can you imagine a Will Smith led with Danny Glover and Mel Gibson appearing and just
Well,
all the other
see,
80s movies they missed in the first one?
they tried in like Bad Boys 3, which is called Bad Boys for Life, which is awful because you think that would be number 4, but it's not.
Yeah.
But
Wait, so that was before,
yeah.
Bad Boys
but
3
then Bad Boys
Live.
Right Again.
Yeah, Bad Boys Ride or Die is Bad Boys 4, but Bad
That's
Boys
number
4
4.
Life is Bad Boys 3. Also, Bad Boys 3 tries to introduce like the Bad Boys gang, where it was revealed that Will Smith, Mike Lowry had like a secret child who's like a cartel assassin, and he's going to team up with this new special unit so they can have them do all the stuff while Martin Lawrence and Will Smith don't.
Oh, they're getting a little too
They're
old.
getting a little too old, but then you're like, why am I watching this movie where they're like in the control room? I don't care. Maybe you should.
Oh, sorry. Keep going.
No, you can go. You go. I'm just.
I was gonna say, now I'm just thinking about Legacy's sequel, Lethal Weapon, if Mel Gibson hadn't imploded on himself. Can you imagine?
Oh
Old Mel
God.
Gibson. Mel Gibson is now the old cop, and there's now a young, new, hot-blooded cop.
That's the terror of the world we live in now, where it's like endless like reboots and stuff. I want to say, my dad and I we're trying to watch like the new Frasier because I like Frasier. I think Frasier's pretty good, but like new Frasier, it's weird because Kelsey Grammer can still do Frasier as an old man, but like the show can't work because it doesn't have like the cast and crew. So it's like they're all like I'm watching.
Shout outs to Niles for being like, no, I'm not coming back for this.
I think he died.
Ew, no.
No, that actor just said, no,
universe?
I don't want to be in the
Oh,
show.
I thought he died.
I'm done with that. No, he just said, I'm done with that show. I don't need to come back.
Really?
Yep.
Because like that's well done. Good job on David Pierce.
Oh man. What are next?
Yeah, what are next? Oh, he's not dead. I thought he was dead.
No.
Well, good job for him.
He just said, no, I don't need this.
Way to still be alive.
But also the show is way worse without him. It's way worse.
Yep.
But like, good job. Like it's simultaneously like, well, good for you, but also like, man. But also like, you could.
That's on the writers. That's not on him.
I mean, I've been just. You can make. I don't know if they can do a decent sitcom. It doesn't even have to be like revolutionary.
Oh, well, haven't you heard? Young Sheldon's getting a spin-off.
I know it's going to be whatever Georgie and his wife's first divorce or whatever. I'm not looking forward to that. I will watch the first episode because I must know. Man.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think. Obviously, most of everything has always sucked, but I just don't feel like there's good sitcoms coming out anymore.
I think sitcom is very. It cannot work in the streaming era, even though I like it in the streaming era, because people like.
Okay.
People don't want episodic.
I gotta say this. Would you count Curb Your Enthusiasm as a sitcom?
Yes. It is a situational comedy.
Yeah, I mean, like that's like Always Sunny.
That is the only one I will. Yeah.
But but even still, like you think about it, those shows are like really old now. They've been going on a while. Yeah. This is not like Always Sunny is not like a spring chicken kind of show. It's all like season 10 or
They're
whatever.
both about to end.
Yeah.
What We Do in the Shadows. What We Do in the Shadows might be the most recent decent sitcom. Oh, I guess. And
that one's also ending this year.
Yep. And then Letterkenny was okay for a few seasons.
No, most sitcoms can go, honestly, 1 to 5 seasons. Rarely a sitcom goes past season 5. usually they start going downhill at season 3. Season 3 is like, because then they start like you start running out.
That's where you start getting the new writers coming in who haven't even really watched the show or know who the characters are, and now they get to write the characters.
Once new Aunt Viv came into Fresh Prince, the show was worse. That was the
like the
turning
last
point.
season, though.
No, that's like season 3. It's like midway through.
I don't think so.
No, I rewatched all of Fresh Prince. New Aunt Viv is like
Oh.
season 3. It's only 5-season show.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Dang, I thought that was
I'm
a lot
looking
later.
now.
Yeah, no,
I'm looking right now.
I swear. New Aunt Viv
What's your
is like...
what's your conviction and pledge, Kevin?
Yes, that's exactly.
Okay, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
She comes in season 4.
Oh, it's in season 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like the end of season 3. Yeah, because that's like... That's the one where I'm like, okay. That's like that's the big, we're like, all right, we are now a different show. That's also where Will Smith stops wearing like the Malcolm X t-shirts.
Malcolm X.
Like that just kind of that just vanishes, and you're like, oh, we're now silly now. We're not we have now turned into like Home Improvement.
Yeah. So no. Old Aunt Viv is all the way through season 3. It's not till season 4 where new Aunt Viv shows up.
Okay. Because that's, to me, that's the line where the show is markedly different. Because I liked Old Aunt Viv.
Having watched it, yeah, I agree.
New Aunt Viv is just bland. Like, she's not terrible. I
feel like when Will and Carlton kind of moved out of the house.
That's around New Aunt Viv, where they go to the pool house.
Yeah.
Because that's where they're a little bit too old. You get one of the key sitcom issues is if you have a family show with kids, you are on a hard time limit. Because
that's why I think Everybody Loves Raymond navigated that pretty well. Because the kids were very young when it started. And so, like, by the time it ended, they were only, like, 10 or 11 or 12. And they actually they did kid stories. As opposed to we started with a 10-year-old, and now we have a 20-year-old, and this is a problem.
Yeah, but they still have to hang around the house. And we don't know, like, that was one of Will Smith's problems, is that he became, like per episode, Will Smith was a cool guy, but then he's like a goofball, and then he's like a man-child, but then he's like really and you didn't know. It's very inconsistent.
Yep. What is he this episode? What does the plot require of him?
Yeah. And then like the last season where him and Uncle Phil are like a tag team, and while I kind of like it, it's also very strange. What is Will Smith parentheses Fresh Prince? Where does he lie on the nin chart? What are the Banks' nin powers?
Carlton does not have nin.
No.
No,
Hillary,
he would have.
Hillary is a manipulator.
Hillary is 100% manipulator.
I think you could just take the Zoldyck chart and just overlay it on top of.
So you think, yeah, like the guy. So like is Uncle Phil an emitter?
Emitter.
Uncle Phil,
he's an emitter. You just replace Zeno with Jeffrey.
No, Jeffrey would be he'd be like a conjurer.
No, I think Jeffrey can do Dragon Dive.
You think Jeffrey's gonna do that?
I'm seeing it in my head now. It's just,
I mean, technically,
he says Lucille.
Yeah,
and a bunch of.
Well, no, that would be that'd be Uncle Phil's enhancer, and I could buy Uncle Phil being an enhancer.
No, because he's an emitter. He emits the pull balls, and then Lucille's like the instrument to derive.
And then that's what he enhances.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Also, yeah, I realized. No, sorry, Jeffrey. I guess would be Ghetto. He'd have the the coins.
Yeah, he would have the coins. He also loves gambling, which means you could put him like kind of
Yep.
where Leorio is.
Yep.
See, Ashley
No,
would be a transmuter.
Jeffrey. Yes. Oh yeah.
I think Hillary would also be a transmuter.
No, Hillary would be a manipulator.
I feel like yeah.
Hillary's manipulator.
But she's just fickle.
yeah.
And what's hot today is like,
Oh,
Pass
would
A
she be a
tomorrow.
conjurer then?
She would conjure her own outfits. That would be a
Outfits
very
every
Hillary
time.
thing to do.
She would conjure like a sewing machine that makes her outfits whenever she wants.
I could see, or like a butler. Oh, that's what she would do.
Yes.
She would conjure a Jeffrey.
Yeah.
To do things for her. And depending on how much money she pays the conjuration, how strong it is. No,
that's a good restriction and pledge for her.
Because she always wants money, but then she's gonna like, oh god, I gotta spend it on the Jeffrey. I gotta spend it on my Nin power. And she activates.
Will, I feel Will's an enhancer just through and
Yeah,
through.
he's very straightforward.
Straightforward.
Yeah.
He would just have he'd be like, sadly he'd be doing something with like, because if you want to go by the show, he would be doing something with basketball. He'd have some kind of like basketball power, like maybe Charles Barkley from Shut Up and Jam Gaiden, but like that's Will Smith. He'd have like the chaos dunk.
Thing.
Nikki is obviously a specialist.
Yep.
And then Viv is like, I don't know.
No, she's...
Which Viv is the...
Okay, that's true.
Ugh. I was going to say she obviously has something to do with changing her appearance.
That would be transmutation. Yeah. Kind of like Bisky.
I don't know. Illumi does it with manipulation.
Okay, I would buy it. I could buy manipulation because that would allow her to be close to Uncle Phil the emitter. Why they'd be like, they'd be there. I could see it.
Man. Fuck, Nin is so cool.
It is.
Yep.
It's very cool.
It's so awesome.
And it's so easy to like take other worlds and just put them
you just put them in that chart.
Spots.
It's awesome.
That's why it's what I love about Jujutsu Kaisen is because it took the chart and then evolved it one more step. Because Nin cannot easily handle reverse curse technique.
Yeah, you just put you put another layer on there. And then you put a dot in the center of the chart, and that chart says 0. There's the Nin. Yeah, you got like the Nin hexagon, and then you got the 1 in the very middle, and that very middle says you got nothing. Absolute 0.
Yeah.
It's very...
Sorry, where did I cut out at?
I don't know.
Okay.
But we could bail here.
All right.
All right.
Yeah,
Happy Thanksgiving.
Read it, watch it, do that instead of spending time with your family. You'll appreciate it.
Yeah.
You will appreciate a lot more.
You need to have that restriction and pledge to get strength. You need to temper your soul. Actually, nah, if you're probably listening to this, your soul's probably fine. You're probably fine.
You need to work on your in and your 10.
Yeah.
Yep. Your Retsu.
Your Retsus.
Practice your Zets so you can easily leave the Thanksgiving dinner without being noticed.
When you're in Thanksgiving dinner and they're talking about crap, just start thinking about what Nin powers you would have. Come up with something cool.
Yep.
Think about it. That's your homework assignment.
And then ask your family that, and then watch their faces just get confused.
Yeah.
Ask your family what Nin powers would they have.
Yeah, if they start talking about like political things, just start talking about Nin. And say this is what
do you think Gojo? You think Gon will ever get his Nin back? They're just like, what the hell are you talking about?
Of course.
We're trying to watch the game. Says your one cousin, who's also
you're gonna say
in the anime.
Your one cousin who's monopolized the TV for the game when no one else wants to watch the game.
You're just gonna look at him and say, where do you think Jared Goff lies on the NID chart? Do you think he's more of an emitter or an enhancer? And then they look at you and they're like, what are you talking about? They're like, well, you know,
Just that 1,000-yard stare.
that
at you.
stare. I mean, he's obviously made like a restriction. Anyway, later days.
Later days.
Later days.
Bye.